जून में इनका रिक्वेस्ट तो गवर्नमेंट की आप संख्या बढ़ाई है उनकी, बट उनका काम हाईकोर्ट करने लगे, ये थोड़ी है।
On the page 30, Annex P1, not sorry, not page 30, 38. It starts at page 30. 38, there are all the civic amenities written, but within that, the point 10 is every housing family shall be entitled to an allotted house site. That is a plot of land measuring 60 feet by 90 feet free of cost. In addition, a provision of 30% additional area for roads and accidents. Now, this is their right as rehabilitation for resettlement also. Now, what has happened is, after this, the Madhya Pradesh government, only Madhya Pradesh government, not the Maharashtra and Gujarat government, in its own policy, which is also annexed here as in the same P1 Koli, from they changed it, saying that rural families will receive house plot of 60 by 90, that is 5,400 square feet. And urban family, they changed in such a way, which we discussed with them, but we did not debate, and I'm not debating it right now, but I'm just pointing out that they changed the size of the plot for urban families to 60 by 40. Now, so much change of from 5,400 to 2,400 square feet. And they have said economically weaker section should get a smaller plot, low income group, then higher, middle income group higher, and high income group still higher. You know, so all this is not liberalized, but that is the policy. Now, even this at least needs to be followed and implemented fully, but that also has not happened because there is only one urban area in the submergence area of Sardar Sarovar, 192 villages and one township of Dharampuri. Now, in Dharampuri, 1,327 families, or 87 again, have their houses and shops acquired. So all the families I am referring to are those whose houses and property is acquired, but then they are excluded from this emergence, saying that you are not to be rehabilitated. But partial rehabilitation has taken place, and the partial rehabilitation is just avoided, and they are in a very, very difficult situation. Many are staying in the Shaskiya Bhavan, many are in the tin sheds, and so on. So this is the legal base that is violated, is my point. My point is that they then changed the policy for encashment. Now, you know, if I refer to the appreciation by the Supreme Court of the fact that in this project there is no encashment. It is para 151 of the same judgment, which says that payment in cash did not result in satisfactory resettlement of displaced families. Earlier projects, there were certain project-specific programs, etc. Realizing the difficulties of displaced persons, the requirement of relief and rehabilitation of PX in the case of Sardar Sarovar project was considered by the Narmada Water Disputes Tribunal, and the decision and final order of the tribunal given in 1979 contains detailed directions in regard to acquisition of land and properties, provision for land, house plots, and civic amenities for the resettlement and rehabilitation of the affected families. The resettlement policy has thus emerged and developed along with the Sardar Sarovar project. Now, it's that encashment orders, I'm just referring to in 1 minute.
Madam, we have understood your issue raised in this video.
Fortunately, issues are still.
Issue is still how you can do.
You are
Those
allowed
who were with
half
you,
an hour.
those who were with you in 2000 need not to be with you till today.
Pardon?
There is no declaration by, there is no association who has authorized you to raise their grievance.
How to really.
You are representing Narmada Bachao since 2000. You know that.
petitions are
We know that.
filed by many people and we have filed many times before different courts.
But now the
This is
right
very
has been
question.
crystallized. By passage of time, their rights has been
I can
crystallized.
give you thousands of signatures if you want. All thousands of people are looking forward to the justice. Not
They are
just
not thousand. They are Supreme Court has fixed their number in 2018. These are the only project affected families. That is that figure is that
Your Lordship, that time it was a very different situation.
जो भी हो, that order is binding on us. Up to this reference number 3, 2018 order of justice के है. इसमें लिखा है all litigation come to an end. Matter is confined to only
Oh, Your Lordship, that is the pending
681
litigations.
project affected families.
Pending litigations related to Saha Commission report. And that is because that, I will refer to that if you want to.
Yes, please come to that judgment. Reference number 3.
Judgment. Of the respondents. I will tell you.
This is the last judgment on this. Yes.
No.
2018.
After that, 24/10/2019 was the judgment by the Chief Justice Amanda.
Where is that?
Huh?
Where is that?
I have not brought it down because that they asked the review committee to review the whole situation, see the what is pending in terms of resettlement and rehabilitation, and allowed us through senior counsel of ours to file the representations. We filed representations. They asked us to file lists of each deprived families on each aspect. We filed deprived families list, and such a big bundle is still lying with them, and they have not yet responded with individuals. And the Maharashtra Chief Minister, or of the 4 Chief Ministers, the only Chief Minister that attended was Maharashtra Chief Minister, who said that rehabilitation is pending. And still a small para came out as a result of that meeting. But they said this one number 3 is handed over that whole representation. They only raised some questions about this. We immediately answered those. We have not given any false data. And they are ready to check it, but they say NVDA respondent number 2 doesn't respond to them, doesn't give them the data. This is what is their reply to this petition also. The first only refers to this, that NCA is not responsible, NVDA is responsible, NVDA is not. Your Lordship, every year this kind of annual report is coming up. Now, every time, and I have annexed some of the pages related to that, which show that balance is 0 since 2009, when thousands of house funds are granted and allotted after that. Thousands of people have received either money for land increased to 60 lakhs, but they are not able to purchase 5 lakhs, 5 acres even in 60 lakhs. But even that is pending. Number of judgments of GRA are not yet executed. GRA is not a robust authority at all. I will prove everything that is given in my journal. So, Your Lordship, this 8/2/2017 judgment, which you were referring, in the latest this thing, no, in the reply, so in my rejoinder, I have annexed it. It is R5 only, page 56. This is the rejoinder to respondent number, reply by respondent number 2. Now, this particular judgment was aware of the fact that the decision to complete the dam was already taken in 2017. The new government came to power. Obviously, the Gujarat's interests were at the forefront. And on the 14th day after coming to power, they took this decision without even particular subgroups having granted them the permission. But then it was a post facto, everything was done. But the dates were actually put up in 2017, not in 2014. Although in 2014 the decision was declared, in 2017. So we had to approach the Supreme Court again. And in our same writ petition 328 by 2002, number of I numbers as is given in the first page of that same order. But it clearly says the figures which we will indicate in our order may be treated as tentative. It will be open to others similarly situated to seek the same relief by establishing their credentials before the grievance redressal authority. That is the individuals. Individuals.
वही तो कह रहा है
हाँ?
अभी वही कह रहा है कि let
नहीं
it
नहीं, यहाँ तो क्रेडेंशियल्स इनके हैं पर फिर भी नहीं मिला है राइट्स, उसकी मैं बात कर रही हूँ ना। जो जिनको के नाम ही नहीं है उनकी बात अलग है,
एक बार
वो जीआरए में जा सकते हैं।
Supreme Court has decided and
The Supreme Court has not said that after this no one can approach the court or this is the final order. It is related to the ZA Commission's report on page 60, Your Lordship. In the same order, they have given the conclusions of the ZA Commission's report, which has a conclusion related to the last paragraph is related to the house plot allotment. Let me read that paragraph and then come to what is their decision about the ZA Commission. The officers of NVDA involved in allotment of house plot sites and not followed the rules framed by the government in allotting the plots. They have allotted the plots in an arbitrary manner and usurped the power of changing the allotment which was not vested with them. Thus, this law shows their corrupt intention. Any arbitrary action attracts the vice of malafide. The officers involved in allotment of plots are wholly responsible for irregularities and corruption in allotment and change of plots. This is the conclusive part of ZA Commission, which is quoted in that judgment. And ZA Commission's report has so many annexures with the name of the intermediaries, including all the patwaris, some of the